Happy National Crayon Day. What's up? I'm Toy Insanity. This is National Crayon Day 2025, which is, of course, every March 31st. This is probably the most exciting year ever for currently living crayon collectors. Okay, this is my third year acknowledging such on the Insanity calendar. Last year was pretty exciting because we got the Funko Pops. That's it, though. That's the full set. The biggest criticism, obviously, is that they didn't do a rainbow. They didn't do any more for this year concerning the previously retired collars, the limited edition, which we have plenty to talk about. But, there was a lot of other issues here, like putting things in the same hand, not making them compatible. Like if you line these up. And then, another criticism was that they didn't leave the hand open so you could hold your favorite crayon. But that's not too hard to fix. Just throw it in some boiling water, or maybe you could be real precise with a heat gun. Because it is a separate piece. You want to get this out of the hand. And that's what one looks like if it's holding Dandelion. If you had a shrine to Dandelion, you definitely want this among the collection. Now this year I was already planning on doing, I already had Colors of the World and Colors of Kindness, because this includes Hello Sunshine. And my gosh, they're always changing this up. So the box is called Spread Your Wings, but this is called Robin Eggs Blue. Spread Your Wings. Okay, so we're not even gonna open these because we have to talk about all this other nonsense. Let's not bury the lead. Let's not bury a couple leads here. First of all, my favorite is Magic Mint. Oh my gosh. Magic Mint. And it would have been cool if I had just flipped through these books and discovered this in video. See, this is Blizzard Blue. He's travel related in Europe, okay? I was already thinking, my gosh, wouldn't it be cool if Magic Mint was next to the Statue of Liberty? I must have dreamt this page. Wow. It does bother me that they only gave the Statue of Liberty 6 spikes. It's supposed to be 7. But it turns out Magic Mint is travel related in America. St. Louis, maybe a cowboy. See, and then we're moving on to another character. We can look more at that because I didn't want to bury this lead either. I was gonna put Magic Mint in this hand, but I opened the box and realized this ain't no Magic Mint. We got a total of 6 boxes. Every single one of them, they are from the same store, but every single one of them I checked is green. There is no world where that is Magic Mint. That is green. But otherwise. Well, first of all, let me tell you what happened. last Thursday, I was like, what is even... I've heard about this promotional stunt has gotten so much publicity. So all the way back in January, we heard about these collars coming back. Last Thursday, I'm like, let's just commit to finding them. We went to, oh my God, we went to Michael's. We went to Office Depot, Five Below, Family Dollar, Dollar General, Target, Walmart, nothing. Except one thing. 48-page coloring book. We found one. We found one copy at a Family Dollar. This was last Thursday. Then I decided to try another Walmart on Friday. Everything, the whole shebang. And it was clear they just put it out. So if you've been looking for this stuff for 2 months, they just put it out for Crayon Day. So we got a few of these and a few of those. Blizzard Blue. I gotta tell you, according to my research, the most popular, according to eBay sales of the dispensers, the most popular is not Dandelion nor Magic Mint. The one that's popping off all over eBay is Blizzard Blue. And number 2, the most popular, according to my research on eBay, number 2 is Orange Red. No. Raw Umber. Raw Umber. Raw Umber gets a lot of love. And then number 3 is Magic Mint. Number 4 is Dandelion. Now here's what we did. We got... I got a set to open. I got a set to keep sealed. I got a set to give away in the contest. And then the 4th set, I was going to turn into string lights. Because believe it or not, you can see these through here. And then I started putting them on this display. And I was like, my gosh, what if I went ahead and got a 5th set? Went back to Walmart. Sold out of lemony. So that's kind of weird. But anyway, also I was thinking about painting some. They just look like this. But there's a couple things to realize about these. One, they have a manufacture date. All of the mints were made January of this year. All of the Blizzard Blues were made in October of last year. All of the violas were made December of last year. Raw Umber, whose name is Bree, also December. Lemmy, it looks like it says August. Dandy is this year, January. And we get September last year on Angie. And December last year, Molly. These are $1 a piece. Well, they're $1.08. I think they're $1. And these are $1.08. Now, Walmart has a 96-page coloring book with stickers. This is the one from Family Dollar. It could be other places. We couldn't find it. We hit the jackpot at Walmart. Now listen, every coloring... Hey, roly-poly. Or what do you call them? Isopods? Every page in this is also in this. So that's cool. Now concerning these, you might even want to pay attention to where they're putting the... If you're only getting yourself one set and you got a lot to choose from, and you want to keep them in pack, you could pay attention to where they're putting the... See, they just put this... They put this label in randomly, so sometimes it covers up the face. And you may even want to pay attention to where the sprue is. This sprue mark can either be on the left or right. So maybe you want a consistent set where they're all on the right. See, this guy is... Let's look at this one. Right. left. Weird, right? Okay. Now, if you're curious about the sharpeners, I think I did the research on eBay. There's 3 other colors that have existed since about 2018. And the way you get those is the 120 pack. The big Mega 120 pack comes not with the little built-in 96 pack sharpener, but one of these. And you're either going to get, typically you're going to get either green, straight green, or straight red. I'm betting the red looks a lot like this. The green is very different. The green looks like this. But a blue does also exist, but I think it's relatively rare. All right, D&D, Magic Mint, Blizz. Okay, we mentioned everybody's name. Shout out to National Pencil Day, which is March 30th. Shout out to National Marker Day, April 28th. And shout out to National Coloring Book Day, August 2nd. And I'd like to go ahead and shout out National Rainbow Day, April 3rd. I'm wondering if this would look good with the red, green, and blue incorporated. Probably not the red. But that looks great compared to the nonsense Funko allowed us to buy. Okay, I did want to scribble each of these just to see. Do you think these look accurate? That's a great one. I think Mint retired in 2003. D&D only retired in 2017. Oh, that's a great one. I guess my second favorite would be Blizzard Blue. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, now we can visit the coloring book. That's a little bit different. This one they just flipped. Dandy's got the cool gardener hat. And then, who are you anyway? Molly. Molly has the visor. My girl got the glasses. I don't know, is Magic Man a girl? Should we care about the gender of crayons? I would say they're coding this one female with the eyelashes. And then D&D, it always says, he's a dandy crayon or something like that on his farewell box. But let's just glance at this. And then we can have some food. See, these title card looking ones, Blizz, are not in the small book. So there's a lot of group shots, but here's your boy Blizz in on a beach, let's just say Spain. There he is in Rome, Greece, London, Paris. Now, NYC, interesting. Oh my God, does Mint have... She's supposed to have speckled leggings? Yeah, look. See the star? Well, those are spots, though. Anyway, Hollywood. Most of these group shots aren't in here, and the title name cards are definitely not in the small one. So some are sports related. This is Molly. So she's about gardening, adventure. Wow. Is that Molly? Bree, okay. Bree. Very cool. Bree's about animals. Interesting. D&D. There he is. Having adventures all over the world. Wow. Easter Island. Does Magic Mint not get a... Oh, how did I not realize that? So here's the beginning of Magic Mint. Let me show you. There she is with the glasses. Let me show you about my vacation. First, I went to Niagara Falls. Then I went to the Statue of Liberty. Then I went to, let's just say, the Redwoods. Then I went to St. Louis. She's bouncing all over the place. Then I was, in Dallas or something. This one's not in the small book. South Dakota, the Bean, Chicago. This is, could be, she met up with him. No, this still has to be her trip. So this is one of the cities in the U.S. that have like a little canal going on. Let's say Lake Havasu with the London Bridge. And Hawaii, my God, she took them all to Hawaii. Liberty Bell. And then vacation's done. We should be getting Viola. Now, I'm so dyslexic. Usually when I see this, I think voila. But she is about music, guitar, bassoon, banjo, conducting the orchestra. My God, she plays a washboard and she's a DJ. And she flies a helicopter. Angie is orange red. Angie is all about that sport life. Look at this. Mountain biking, kayaking, skateboarding, zip lining, snowboarding, hang gliding, off-road jeeping, whitewater rafting. Lemmy rounding out this book. Lemmy's got some bracelets. Lemmy collected some seashells. Lemmy went snorkeling, boating. Lemmy's all about water sports, swimming with the dolphins, water skiing, water polo or something. Man, that's exciting. Let me know if you're actually getting mints in your boxes. Let me know if you're finding these anywhere besides Walmart.